The first day of Citizencon gave us a lot of little pieces and bigger pieces regarding the development of Star Citizen and where it is progressing. So I made a little summary of what was discussed and shown. I am not going to cover everything in this video as the video itself would be over 2 hours long, but I will cover most of what was discussed. The event started off with the world creation and its different styles like swamps, jungles, redwood, and flora used in them. The tools they are using and how they want to create this great new world, how they want to create planets, and how will these places be covered and what styles they will have. Part of this was the clustering system as well, where facilities would have areas of interest around them. Mining stations might have caves, some areas might be located near the water, and areas with AA might have derelicts and other wrecks surrounding them. The clusters could be part of bigger clusters of same styles and make up a section of similar clusters, which is accustomed to an area on the planet. A planet could have different sections with different clusters. And of course, part of the world is the weather, the day and night cycles, weather events, seasons changing, how night affects the world, how NPCs are affected by the night, how the world changes, how the NPCs take cover, how we have the effect on the world by the destructible environment. Most of the focus regarding Star Citizen was how the game is turning closer into an MMO. New com menus, friends lists, rival lists, new party systems, chats and their customizations, new guide systems, beacon missions and reputations or ratings regarding these missions, how we see the details and information, and how these new tabs in the mobiGlas inform us of what information we are able to see and manage. A detailed and better party system telling us who is where, doing what, filling which role. The new chat system and how we can customize it, how we can link certain locations, areas of interest, missions in the chat. There are also player organizations, bigger or smaller. Organization tool which helps us filter and find which one of the roles they are filling, which we are seeking out. Being part of more crews than just one and how representing in these guilds, these crews, works. Rivalry and alliances with these organizations and how it all works together. How do we see our friends and our enemies? All of these are going to be the new mobiGlas features. We already got an update on quite many of the tabs in mobiGlas, although there are a few which are outdated like the comms. And I believe this is an excellent tool because guilds and crews is something we are definitely lacking. With the MMO vibe, they continued with specialization roles. These are not classes, but rather armors or sometimes their types with different perks, while also affecting you with certain disadvantages. Design clothing and armor allowing us to mix and match them together, some clothes having armor values. The role specific gear is not found in stores, but rather doing content, aligning yourself with a faction, or doing something other. Possibly, perhaps we can find some true exploration at some point. Clothes, weapon holstering, which was another long needed feature. They did show us few of the roles like the leader, the pilot, the driver, tank, tracker and sniper, but I will get into them at a later date. The idea with these roles is for you to assemble your crew and be part of something bigger, like the monster hunt, Valakar, the almighty worm we saw roughly 10 years ago. It's intended to be a boss fight with the resources you can harvest with different types of worms existing, depending on the flora they are in, and also different types of fauna they possibly have planned for the future. Beyond Pyro, they showed us Delmar, more precisely Levski, how it has changed. It is a proper asteroid, a bit of municipal works where we can do missions to access different sub-levels of the cities and progress to get access even deeper levels. The new planets already being worked on, the Nyx and Castra. And as a final, we got to see the gameplay footage of Squadron 42. It was the start of the game and how the first engagement plays out. Somewhat of a tutorial, and it did have a few crashes. The intended release year was 2026, possibly at the end of that year, and even more likely to get pushed into 2027 as things often do. There truly was a lot of information, and I will try to cover most of it over the next couple of weeks. The day one usually has really big info dump, the second day is more of showing off what they have done, what they have planned, with few additional dumps of info, so there is a lot to cover. I hope you guys liked what you saw, or if you didn't have time, this was a short recap. Anyway, don't forget to like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.